Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a full body stretch. If you've been sitting on your bum too much, on the computer, in the car, watching TV, this would be a nice stretch for your whole back body, hips, shoulders, the whole deal. Let's get going. All you need is a mat today and some comfy clothes. Today we're going to start in child's pose. So sit on your heels and then bring your knees out wide and drop your chest forward. Find a comfortable position. You're going to hang out here for about 10 slow breaths. Let your belly be soft. Your breath slow and long. You can turn your head to the side if you like, or keep your forehead down on the mat. As you feel your hips relax, let your arms stretch out a little further on the mat. Let your chest come closer to the ground. Just focus on where you can relax, where you can let go. There should be no effort in this pose. So if you're holding tension anywhere, how can you release it? Last deep breath. Slowly come on up. Using your hands to bring your shoulders up over your hips. We're going to come into tabletop. Your hips should be over your knees. Your shoulders over your wrists. From here, you're going to place your elbows where your hands are. Place your hands on the ground, drop your heart, and then lift your elbows. This is called puppy pose. You can keep the arch in your back, or you can roll your tailbone down, or you can play going back and forth and seeing what feels the best in your body. Now drop your elbows, place your hands together, and scoot your elbows in. Bring your hands back towards your spine. If you want more of a stretch here, you can lift your head and look forward. Otherwise, you can keep your head resting on the ground. Drop your hands to the ground and walk your body back up into a tabletop. From here, we'll just play with your spine. Whatever direction feels good. Let your breath be soft. You can try looking sideways, see if you can see your hips or your toes. How high can you lift the back of your heart to the sky? And with straight arms, how far can you drop your heart towards the ground, soft belly. Tuck your toes, bring your knees close together, and then we'll sit on our heels. I'll turn towards you so you can see me better. If this is too much, at any point you can untuck your toes, but this will help waken up our feet. So reach your left arm up to the sky and lean over to the right, fingertips on the ground. Try and keep your shoulder open so we're not collapsing forward, but staying open. And come on up, other side. Reaching from your right hip all the way out through your right fingertips. And come on up. If you can keep sitting on your toes, go for it. If you need to release, then release. We'll make this move a little bit smaller with just our neck. So reach your right arm up, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Gently pull your left ear away from your left shoulder. You can straighten out your left hand, reaching your fingertips out towards the ground. And then gently drop your chin towards your right armpit, continuing to stretch your neck out long. Relax your right shoulder. Relax your face. And release. Whew, let's do the other side. So left arm up, drop your left ear to your left shoulder, right arm out long and straight. Lengthen the distance between your right ear and your right shoulder. And then drop your chin towards your left armpit. A few more breaths. And release. Come back onto your hands. Release your toes. You can paddle them out a little bit. To your tabletop. We're going to take our right foot and place it in between our hands, and then drop your hips to the ground, towards the ground. Make sure that your knee doesn't come past your ankle. So if you see your knee coming past your ankle, just move your foot forward a little bit. Try and keep your back left shin in a straight line, so we don't want it coming at an angle, because that'll take our hips to an angle. So keep everything in a nice straight line if you can. Nice long spine. Lift your heart. Drop your hips. Then we'll walk our hands back, straighten your front leg, lift your toes off the ground, and try and pull that pinky toe towards your nose. And reach your spine long, bringing your nose towards your pinky toe. Keep your neck nice and long as well, in a straight line with your spine. can place your hands wherever they feel comfortable. And then we'll slide our front foot forward. To whatever is your version of splits right now. You can keep your front foot flexed, pointed, whatever feels good. We're working on relaxing into our flexibility here. See if you can go just an inch further. And then come out nice and gentle. We'll just do that on the other side. So come back to tabletop, bringing your left foot in between your hands, and dropping your hips forward. Again, make sure that your knee doesn't go past your ankle. Spine nice and long. And then straighten out your front leg, walk your hands back, bringing your toes to your nose. Just as much as we're trying to reach our chest to our knee, we're also trying to reach our heart to our toes. So a forward fold, but with a long spine. Where can you relax? Where can you let go? And the answer is probably wherever it feels the tightest. Wherever you feel the most tension, try and relax those muscles the best that you can. Slide your foot forward. It's okay if this side is different than the other side. Probably will be. Try and keep your hips facing forward. Don't let them splay out to the side. That would be a straddle, and we're working on splits in this moment. Where can you relax? Let yourself go a little bit deeper. And then bring that foot back in. Awesome. Back to tabletop. We'll tuck our toes and lift our knees off the ground. Keep your knees nice and bent here. Bringing your belly towards your thighs. Lengthening out your armpits. Finding a nice connection to the ground with your hands. And then walk your feet forward. From here, rebend your knees, belly on the thighs, and relax. With your belly on your thighs, try and lift your hips towards the sky. Your hands can be anywhere. They can be on your legs. You can hold your elbows, whatever works for you. Again, drop your hips slightly and roll on up to standing. Deep breath, arms overhead. And arms to heart center. Awesome. So we'll work on our hamstrings a little bit. So cross your right foot over your left. And then deep breath in, arms overhead. Exhale down to the ground. Bend your right knee as you come down. Keep your left leg straight. Should feel a nice stretch all along the left hamstring. Where can you relax? Finding stability in your legs. Come back on up. Inhale, arms overhead. Back to your heart and switch sides. Left foot over right. Inhale. Exhale. This time bending your left knee as you come down. Feeling the stretch all along the back of the right leg. Release your neck, release your jaw. Let your hips be soft. Again, finding stability in your legs. Inhale, arms overhead. And back to center. Even out your feet. Cool. So from here, we're going to work on standing pigeon pose. So feel your left foot grounded into the earth. There's roots coming out of the sole of your foot. Feel it nice and strong. Shift your weight over to the left side. And when you're ready, lift the right foot. Place your ankle over your knee, your right knee facing out. So you're making like a number 4 with your legs. Hands to your heart. You're going to sit like you're sitting in a chair. So bending at the knee and the hips. Wherever you find your edge, you can stop. See if you can bring your hips a little lower. If you'd like to, you can bring your fingertips to the ground. Keep bending into that hip. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. And then gently come on up, nice and slow. Using your balance and release the right foot. We'll try that on the left side. So finding your strength in your right foot, groundedness, roots coming out of the sole of your foot. Bend your left knee, place your left foot over your right knee, and then come sit on down. As low as you can go. Make sure you're not just bending at the waist, but you're also doing a nice squat in that right leg. Go to whatever your edge is today. Again, if you want, you can place your fingertips on the ground. Keep your spine nice and long. And then with calm and stability, come back on up to standing. It's okay if you fall, and release your foot. We're going to step our feet wide. Bring your heels in, toes out at a nice 45-degree angle. Bend your knees, coming into your wide squats. You can use your hands here to push your knees out. Then you're going to take your right shoulder and bring it towards your left knee. Keep using your hands to keep your knees wide. Try and twist your heart up towards the sky. Hips stay low. Keep them low as we switch sides. Keep them low as we come to center. Hands on the ground, straighten your legs, make your feet parallel. Awesome, we are in a straddle pike here, a forward fold with our legs out wide. You're going to place your right hand right in the center of your chest on the ground. You can place your left hand on the hip and twist your heart up to the sky. If you want to, you can raise that left hand. If you want even more of a stretch, take your right hand and grab your left ankle. Keep breathing. Wherever you are, come back to center. Left hand on the ground, right hand on your hip. Twist towards the right side. If you want to, you can lift your right hand. You can also grab your right ankle with your left hand. Keep on twisting. One more breath here. Bring your hands to the ground. Heel toe in and come into your squats. Wherever your squats are, maybe your heels can touch the ground. That's the goal. I'm almost there. Maybe today I am. Keep using your arms if you want to keep your knees wide. This is amazing. We can celebrate together. My first full squat. And then come all the way down to your bum. Reach your right leg out. Left leg in. We're going to slide our right hand along our right leg. Left arm up towards the sky. And reach towards the toes. Keep your chest open here. We don't want to collapse towards the ground. If you want to, you can also use your right knee to help prop against, you can also use your right elbow to help prop against your right thigh to twist your body further. Reaching out long from your left hip all the way out your left fingertips. Relax your right shoulder. Keep twisting open. Then we'll relax and we'll twist our heart towards our right knee. And from here, go for a forward fold. Place your hands wherever it feels good. Experiment if you like. Come on up nice and slow. Bring your foot out in front of you. So now our hips are facing our foot. We're not at a wide angle, just facing forward, and we'll do a forward fold here. You can keep your hands on the ground, you can hold your leg, you can hold your feet, whatever works for you. Feel free to have a slight bend in the knee if there's any pressure on your knee and it doesn't feel good. You do what feels good for you. It's just a good life philosophy. Where can you let gravity do the work? up nice and slow. We'll bring our right foot to the outside of our left knee. From here, place your right hand behind you. Reach your left arm up to the sky, to the outside of your right knee, and twist to the right. Try and look over your right shoulder. Keep your spine nice and long. Release, and if you can, we're going to work to stack our knees. So bring your right knee to stack over the left knee. I'll turn and face you again. It might look like this, and that's okay. But eventually we're working towards them being stacked right on top of each other. Nice long spine. If this is enough stretch, stay right here. If you want more, you can come lean forward, keeping a nice long spine. Walk your hands out. Let yourself soften into the pose. Walk your hands back. Come untangle your knees, soles of your feet together. We'll start with a wide angle butterfly. So make your feet in a nice diamond shape. And from here, with a long spine, we'll fold forward. Feel free to use your elbows to open your knees wider. You can also, if you like, put your arms underneath your calves and shins, whatever's comfortable. Two more deep breaths. And walk yourself out. And we'll do that on the other side. So bring your left leg out at an angle, right foot in. Left hand goes down your left leg, right arm comes up. Nice long side bend. Trying to keep your chest open towards the sky. Should feel a stretch all along the right side of your body. And turn your chest towards your knee. Spine nice and long as we forward fold at an angle. Place your hands wherever you want, on your foot, on your shin, on the ground. Come up nice and slow. Bring your foot out in front of you. Let's go forward fold here. You can reach your arms up if you like. Nice length and down and long. It's okay if this side is very different than the other side. It's normal. Work with what you've got and love what you've got. Slowly come on up. You're going to bring your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Place your left hand behind you, reach your right arm up to the sky and twist to the left. You can use your knee to push and twist, spine nice and long. Try and look over your left shoulder. Coming back straight, stacking the knees. You can stay here, or if you want more, let yourself fold forward. Come on back up. We'll do one more butterfly, this time close in. So bring your feet in as far as it feels comfortable for you. Knees out to the side. Again, you can use your elbows to open your knees if that feels good. And come into your forward fold. And walk back up slow. Bring your knees back in. Give yourself a hug. Tell yourself something you love about yourself. Some kind of gratitude. We'll come back onto hands and knees. Take your right hand, you're going to reach it behind your left wrist all the way until your right shoulder touches the ground. You can keep your left hand on the ground, you can put it on your hip or your lower back, or reach it up to the sky Whatever feels good for you. From here, we're going to try our best to twist that left shoulder open. Make sure that your hips don't swing out to the side, but stay stacked over your knees. Make sure that wherever you are, you can still breathe comfortably. If you can't breathe comfortably, you've definitely gone too far. Come on out, nice and gentle. Left hand back on the ground if it's not already there. Lift yourself back up. Find your even tabletop again. This time your left hand is going to go behind your right wrist until your left shoulder drops on the ground. Right hand can stay on the ground, come to the hip, or reach up and open. And come out nice and gentle. Take your time. While we're here, we'll just do a camel pose. Nice little back bend. So tuck your toes. Sit up on your knees. Bring your hands to your lower back, fingertips facing the ground, and push your hips forward. If you're like me and you don't have much back bend, there might not have been much movement when you push your hips forward. That's okay. If you'd like to go a little further, you can bring your hands onto your heels. Lift your heart to the sky and continue to push your hips forward. Come up nice and gentle. Keep your knees bent. We're going to sit on the ground, but open up your calves so that you can sit between your heels. So your bum's on the ground, the tops of your feet are on the ground on either side of your hips. Your spine's nice and long. If this is enough, stay here. If this hurts your knees in any way, stop. Come on out. Take a break, drink a glass of water, do another stretch. Fast forward the video. If this feels good, stay here. If you want more, see if you can come lay back. You can come onto your hands. Tuck your tailbone under as you come. Come onto your elbows. Every day is different for me. Some days I can go all the way to the ground. Some days I can't even get this far. If you can come all the way to the ground, come all the way to the ground. Or maybe you want to hang out here for a few breaths before you go further. Maybe you come all the way to the ground and you realize it's too far. Come on out. That's okay. Everybody's different, and everybody's different every day. Come out nice and gentle. Take your time. Uncurl your legs, and we're going to lay down on our backs. From here, bring your hips slightly over to the right, drop your knees to the left. Keep your arms, your shoulders relaxed on the ground. If this is enough of a stretch, then stay here. If you want a little bit more, you can straighten out your top leg. You can reach that leg with your arm if you want. If you want even more, you can grab your left foot with your right hand. Two more slow, deep breaths. Gently unwind. Come back to center. This time bring your hips towards the left. Drop your knees to the right. If you want more of a stretch, you can stretch out your top leg, which is your left leg. You can choose to hold it or not with your right hand. Just notice if there's a difference between the two legs. Be curious about it. If you want to grab your bottom foot, your right foot with your left hand, feel free. And then let gravity work her magic. Two more slow, deep breaths. You can let yourself slowly unwind. Come back to center. One of my all-time favorite stretches, so I do it almost every time I practice. Happy baby. So bring your knees up to your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And if you want more, lift your soles to the ceiling. Grab the outsides of your feet. And let your hands be heavy. Knees relaxing towards the outsides of your armpits. For a second, let yourself be in the joyous headspace of a baby. No self-judgment. Just mesmerized by the world. Just happy and relaxed to have feet to hold on to. You can wiggle here if you like, roll side to side. Just stay calm. Whatever works. You do you. And release. Come lay in a big star. Whatever feels nice. Let your body relax. Notice how it feels. Body heavy, belly soft, face relaxed. Thank yourself for giving yourself some time and energy today, some love, some attention. I thank you for that. The more people in the world that are happy and relaxed and energized, I think the better we can figure things out together. So you can feel free to lay here as long as you like. I'm going to come on up and just say thank you. Have a beautiful day.